Most of the strategies and tips from the previous two dimensions were pretty much review. But even if they were review and things that you've heard before, for a lot of you, this is your first year in the classroom or your first year being fully responsible in the classroom. So it's going to take some practice and it's going to take some time to really nail these strategies. Even if you are the most natural educator in the world, you still need to practice and work hard to make sure that you're doing your best that students are being productive and the behavior management is smooth. But now let's talk about instructional learning formats. This gets a little bit deeper into how you can make sure that students are engaged and that lessons are really being effective. So, instructional learning formats are essentially the hooks that keep kids engaged in learning. This includes the modalities and the materials that teachers use and provide to children, as well as teachers' interactions with students. Instructional learning formats focus on ways in which the teacher maximizes students' interest, engagement, and ability to learn from lessons and activities. These are the indicators of instructional learning formats. Effective facilitation is when the teacher is actively facilitating student engagement in activities and lessons. For example, the teacher is asking questions to students about what they are doing, or they are supporting centers play. Learning modalities are ways that students process information, visually, orally, with movement, that kind of thing. Providing information in a variety of ways supports all student learning. Odds are that you have a preference and are more likely to use that when teaching. So be mindful of including modalities that come less naturally to make sure that you're meeting all students' learning needs. Student interest is exactly how it sounds. It's making sure that the students are interested in the content and presentation of the material. Finally, clarity of learning objectives means that the learning objective is stated clearly and is consistent throughout the lesson. This is a really big one, and it's hard to remember. So the clarity of learning objectives means that you're talking about why you're teaching the lesson in the beginning of the lesson and then throughout the lesson. So that if the lesson stopped and you ask students what they're learning about, they know what their objectives are. ECR embeds a lot of strategies that lead to highly effective instructional learning formats. For example, effective facilitation requires that the teacher includes all students in the learning process. Reading the ECR lessons ahead of time, this is a common theme, y'all, allows for ample planning, which will lead to effective facilitation. ECR includes a lot of visual supports to help with learning. Check out the PDFs at the top of lesson plans. This is where they have graphs, charts, lots of other things, as well as ideas for songs and movements to help encourage a variety of modalities. In ECR lessons, the activity often encourages active participation, listening, and focused attention. Lessons are part of the thematic unit-based learning, so they should interest students. Finally, most ECR lessons have advanced organizers built in. An advanced organizer explains what is happening and how it will happen, referencing the learning objective. This is really, really, really important for the clarity of learning objectives. You want to make sure you have an advanced organizer. It doesn't always have to be visual, but you need to verbally state what is going to happen in the lesson, how it will happen, and how it impacts student learning. All right, let's check out an example.
An AABB pattern. Maybe you just want a simple ABAB. Think about what kind you want today. And I'm going to call it a nice silent hand. Amari has an idea, Justin has an idea, Michaela does. Hands down. Justin, what's your idea for our pattern today? A, B, C. So how many colors do we need, Justin? 3 colors. First color. Kenyatta, pick a color. So Kenyatta says red is the first color. Makai, pick a second color. What color? Green. Good, Makai. So red, green, and Dermari. Yeah, I know, a little holiday. Damari, pick the third color. Orange. Here's our pattern today. Say it with me. Red, green, orange. And Jaden, since it's a pattern, it's going to... Yes! Got it. Well, let me give out some red stars and then look at the jobs. Remember, we're being independent with our jobs these days. Look and see if you have a job so you know when I call you up. Blue Jays, I'm giving out all these stars, but today is different. We're not just earning our star party because in the afternoon we have our winter performance. So we're all earning our fun party this afternoon here at school. And look, everybody earned a star. Mason, why did everybody earn a star? What did the Blue Jays do?
They do choices.
Well, hi-de-ho. Go, 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 Blue Jays. And look, if you have a job today and you're my schedule monitor, come on up. Let me see who read their name and the words. Darrell saw his name independently in his brain. Darrell, tell the Blue Jays what to do. Get your Blue Jays out. Fly, Blue Jays, fly. Darrell, where are we going? Where are we going, Darrell? To the bathroom. Track the numbers because Darrell's going to hold them up, Makai. Say what? Step 1. Let's see who got up right away. Perfect. Step 2. Let me see who turned and checked the clock. Step 3. The girls are walking and Idana, my line leader, is going right to the front. Good job, Idana. She saw her job, Justin. Good. Step 4. And the boys went right away, and Noah's going right to the front.
Right to the front because he's line leader. Yes, Noah. Look, come on, save you some space. Let me see the Blue Jays come right to their line. All the girls got right on the green. All the boys are coming right to the blue. Blue Jays. Miss Lauren was a little bit tricky, and I put a new letter up. Idana, what letter? Woo! Idana, locking it in that brain. I love it. Blue Jays, say Z.
Z.
Say Z. Because that's the sound it makes. We're going to give our letter a high five on the way out the door. So get your bubbles in and get ready. Watch, Idana, right after me. Z.
Very nice, Blue Jays. Noah followed
Look,
me.
Blue Jays are saying the letter and the sound it makes it coming right up the
Mom,
Check.
what you gonna do?
You said no.
All right. So, looking at what that teacher just did during morning meeting, how did she put all the elements we just reviewed into practice? On Canvas, there is a one-pager that you can use as a guide of the indicators and the examples.